Hi, today we're gonna learn about Sandata Mobile Connect on how to set up login, and how to reset your password. Overview. This module will show you how to set up your initial login. Remember, you only have to do this once, the first time you access your Sandata Mobile Connect app. Log into your Sandata SMC app and how to reset your password. How to set up your initial login. We're gonna watch a short video on how to start your initial login.
Once you open Sandata, you'll be able to see the Sandata mobile prompt will ask you to use your location services. You want to use GPS to clock into your shift using the GPS location, which will document that you are at the client site, and you can tap allow while using the app. Next, you will see the first field at the top is the box to type your company ID. Please refer to your mobile admin email that contains the company ID, username, and temporary password when you requested SMC or when you were scheduled for a class. You will not need to set this up again if you are already using the app. I will type in my company ID, 38394. And I don't need to include a dash because it will automatically add the dash for me. The next box is for your username. It is your email address shown in the email you received from mobileadmin@sandata.com that contains your SMC company ID and temporary password. Enter your complete email address, which includes the @ symbol and the email provider. Next, I have the password prompt. You will type in your temporary passwords, which will email generated. The company ID, username, and the temporary password that will grant access to the app. If you, by tapping the lock icon, you will be able to see what you are typing so that you don't enter information incorrectly. The temporary password, like all passwords, is case sensitive, so please pay attention to the case characters. You must type lower and uppercase characters accurately, and then this will let you set up your security questions in the event you get locked out of the app. You can then, of course, set up a permanent password. And now I can log into the app. So here we have the security questions. They help identify who you are in case you get locked out of the app. If you just tap the link to select security questions, your responses will help you get back into your Sandata account. On this screen, the initial setup requires that you choose 3 different security questions. You don't have to answer all 7 questions, you can just choose 3. As you tap the arrows in the box to choose a question, you can pick your questions. You must choose only 3 questions. They have to all be different. However, your answers can all be the same to make it easy to remember. Choosing a favorite color to answer all your questions is a trick to help you remember your answers. When you finish answering your security questions, you will see a screen to create a new password. Pick an easy password. Use something that you will remember. Some suggestions are your son or daughter's name, a friend's name. You can choose a favorite color, favorite song. Password rules require that you not any person is your email. Your password should have 8 characters, upper and lowercase numbers, and a special symbol. If you can't think of a password, use a friend or family member's name. Remember to tap the lock icon to see what you're typing. If you forget the password, you can always reset it and create a new one if you get locked out. You must reset the password every 6 months. Just keep it simple. Change only one number. So if you want to continue using the same password, if I use care123 exclamation point, I can change it to care124 exclamation point in 6 months. In another 6 months, I can then change it to care125 exclamation point. These are just examples. Again, your passwords will be meaningful to you.
Now, we're gonna go step by step. First, initial login. Please enter login credentials. That means the company ID, the username, and the password. Remember, Tenderness Healthcare Company ID is always going to be STX91300, just like you can see it here on the screen. Remember, this is Tenderness Healthcare ID. So here you have to write STX91300. This is just one number that you're going to use always. Your username, you can use, well, you have to use your work email, your Tenderness Healthcare work email. And you're going to enter it in here. And your password, the first password will be given to you by Tenderness Healthcare. As per the video, you're going to have to change it to your own personal password. Once you're done with the first step, click Login. Security setup. Now you must complete the security questions. Number 1, select the question, and then number 2, enter the answer. Remember, these are your personal security questions. You need to answer them in order to recover your account in case you are locked out. Once you're done completing this step, please click on Tap Next. Set a password. Once you're done with the security questions and the first login, you must set up your new password. Remember, it must have at least 8 characters long, have at least one uppercase, have at least one lowercase, have at least one numeric character, have at least one special character, not share 3 consecutive characters with the username, and not match one of the previous 24 passwords used. Once you already have your new password and you confirmed it, you can tap on Submit. Now you must select the language. If you speak English, Spanish, or whatever you speak, you can change it in here. Select the language from the drop menu, tap on Continue and Confirm. That would be how to start your initial login. Now we're gonna learn how to reset the password. This is in case that you forget your password or you are blocked out by the app. We're gonna watch a short video regarding how to reset your password.
This video will help assist you with password resets. On the day of your shift, you type in your password to open Sandata and realize that you have entered in the wrong password. You will see an error message that looks like this. You have entered invalid credentials. I will tap OK to continue and try again. Remember to tap the lock icon to see the password as you type. I can see that I typed it in wrong and I will type it correctly. And when I hit the login button, I still have an error prompt. Remember, your passwords have to have lowercase and uppercase characters and your special symbol, or you will get a login error. I still continue to get invalid error messages because I am typing in my password incorrectly. I will tap OK, and underneath the login button, there is a link that will let you reset your password. If I tap on Forgot Password, I can go ahead and reset it. I have 7 attempts to enter my password incorrectly before my SMC account is disabled. If it is disabled, I will have to reset my password. In this screen, you have two options to verify your identity. You can answer your security questions, or you can use the link to send an email with a link to change your password. The email will be the same email that I have provided for my username for the SMC app. I will use my security question. In this screen, I will see the questions that I set up for my Sandata mobile account, and I can try to answer this. For example, if I answered blue to these three questions, this is what I would enter now. And when I tap the continue button, I should be able to access my password screen, but I am getting an authentication error message, which means that I didn't answer these questions correctly. Since I can't remember my responses, I will cancel this method and I will try the other way. When I tap forgot password, in this screen, I have a button to email the temporary password. In this screen, I am being told that a link to change my password has been sent to my email and will expire in 30 minutes. I will now open my email and check for that message so that I can reset my password for Sandata. I have now opened my email and will check for my notification, which I see comes from mobile AM admin at Sandata. When I open this message, I can have reset password link, and there it is in blue. It says reset your password. I will tap, and now I am being redirected to a new browser window that allows me to change password. I will go ahead and type my new password, which will be the same one that I used previously, except that I'll change my numbers. You can use something that's meaningful, something that you won't forget, and so it's easy for me to continue using the same password and probably just change numbers that I had before so that I can access my Sandata account. When I tap the link to show password, I will be able to see what I have typed. When I tap the submit button, it will change the settings in my app. If you get a prompt indicating that you'd like to save the password to your phone settings, tap on Not Now. Now I will test my new password, and I will remember now to tap the lock icon so I can see the password that I have just changed to access my app. When I tap the login button, I will be able to see my upcoming schedule and shifts on my visits tab.
Alright, now that we saw the video, we're gonna go on how to reset the password. Please follow the instructions to reset the password and unlock the account. First, enter the company ID and username, just like as if you were going to log in here, company ID, and your username. And then click on Forgot Password. Now, answer the security questions selected during your initial login. Remember your answers. These were your personal answers and your personal questions. Once you have the answers, you can tap on Continue. Now, you're going to see another screen that says Reset Password. Here, you're going to be able to re-enter a new password. Once you're done with this and you completed the re-entering the new password, you can tap reset. And that's all for how to reset your password. If you have problems doing this, please reach out to your point of contact. Now we're going to see how to log in. And this is not an initial login. This is going to be your regular login every time you clock in and you clock out for each session or visit. We're going to watch another short video on how to log in.
On the day of your shift, make sure you have your phone charged and you've taken your charger with you in the event your battery runs low. When you open Sandata, your credentials such as company ID and username, which is your email, should already be in the text boxes. If not, please type in the company ID. It is 38394. The dash will automatically populate. Your email should be the same one you use for Sandata's account, and it should be fully entered with the @symbol and email provider. Next, you will see the password text box at the bottom. It is always blank. Remember to tap the lock icon to see your password as you type. You must be accurate. Don't forget to type upper and lowercase characters, no spaces, or you will get a login error. Please use the permanent password that you created in the earlier setup login video. You have 7 attempts to get it right. Next, I will go ahead and tap the login button. If your password is wrong, you might see an error message like this. It's called the invalid credentials prompt. I will tap the OK button and try again. In the password prompt, I will go ahead and re-enter my password and use the login button to open up Sandata. Once you have logged into the app, you will now see the home screen for upcoming visits.
Now to see how to log in step by step. Okay, so first enter your login credentials. Once again, remember the company ID is always going to be STX91300. Your username is going to be your work email, your Tenderness Healthcare work email. And your password is going to be this time your personal password, the one you created during the first step. That is the initial login. Once you are done with that, you can tap on login. And congratulations, you are in. You can start working right now. If you have questions, please let us know.